Welcome back. Welcome back, Cavs fans. What a night. What a win. 118-108. The Cavs beat the brand new, before today, the number one team in the NBA according to the power rankings. This team is special. I've said it last week after we beat the Bucks. I'm going to say it again now. This team is special. We were worried what this offense was going to look like with Evan Mobley out there. I have to look deeper into the numbers tomorrow going forward, but they look the same with Evan Mobley. The defense looks better than it did before. Isaac Okoro is becoming a very, very, very crucial part of this rotation, no matter going forward, no matter what. With Darius coming back, Isaac has to get serious minutes because his defense, and if he can shoot threes and attack the way he did today, there's no reason why he should not be getting 25 minutes a night. That's how good he was tonight. That's how good he's been playing on defense. I'm going to pull up the box. I'm going to throw it up for you guys, just the Clippers side of things here. But he primarily defended James Harden and Paul George. Paul George had 6 fouls. He shot 3 of 11 from the floor. 7 of his points of those 13 came from the free throw line. 13, 5, and 3. Then James Harden, 11, 7, and 10. He got a lot of those points going in the fourth quarter. He had 6 or 3 or something absurd going into the fourth. While having 3 turnovers, Paul George had 2. I wonder what the actual field goal percentage with Isaac guarding them. It's probably what their actual percentages are. But this team, him specifically, has been absolutely balling. Isaac was the player of the day. Every night it just seems like a different Cav is going to step up and play amazing. Besides, Jared Allen and Donovan Mitchell have been the 2 that are consistently playing great. Jared Allen's activity, if you watch this entire month and then you go back and watch the highlights of the Knicks series from the playoffs last year, it's night and day. It's not even close to the same player, to the same tenacity. Anything that Jared Allen is doing, a mystery last year. It was legitimately a mystery. And with him rebounding the way it is, we are number 1 in offensive and defensive rebounding over the last month and a half. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable what we are doing right now. That's without our other 7-footer on the floor. Evan Mobley played 20 minutes tonight and had 10 and 9. This team has it all. Donovan Mitchell looked far better than Kawhi Leonard did out there. Kawhi Leonard had an amazing game. Donovan Mitchell looked like he couldn't, every time he wanted to go somewhere, bucket, assist. He had 28 and 12 tonight. Unbelievable. I'll throw the Cavs box score up for you here. But yeah, 28, 4, and 12, 11 of 21. Had a rough 3-point shooting night, but it didn't matter. He had 4 steals, I believe. He's only 2. That's bullshit. He definitely had at least 3. I know he had 3, so CBS, check your shit. But like this team, man, everyone just Jared Allen 20 and 17. 20 and 17. That's what we're doing against the Clippers. One of the better ISO team like in the NBA. We're playing one-on-one defense. And I watched someone else talk about it. I think it was Tony Pesta, his pod. Go check that out if you're a Cavs fan. He does really good stuff. I watch it all the time. And I think he subbed to us, so that's respect. But he was saying his pod, the Junkyard Dog, I think it's called, they were saying how the new defensive philosophy for the Cavs, where I think a lot of times is why they didn't rebound as well last year, was that they were over-helping because Evan Mobley and Jared Allen are such great help defenders. They were over-helping and just kind of funneling everything to them. But now, especially with Darius out, it's a lot easier just to have someone be like, okay, stick your guy, and we're going to live with the results. And then if help needs to be there, everyone can rotate a lot easier instead of showing before you even have to. And I think that's the biggest difference in why this team, if you go up and down the roster, the names aren't insane. It's George Niang, who's never been viewed as a defender whatsoever. Donovan Mitchell in his career has never been even like in regards to how good he is now. It feels like he wasn't serviceable. He's second in the league in steals. He's getting deflections out the wazoo. He's like one-on-one. He's not getting beat. Max Strus is like an okay defender, but he's playing out of his mind on defense. Jared Allen and Evan Mobley are obviously plus defenders, but Dean Wade is like, he's just tall and long. Like, but these guys are all defending their hearts out. They're making efforts. Sam Merrill, when he was getting a ton of PT, is in the right spots. This team just flows in a different way than it did last year. And while last year I thought they were unbelievable, and they really ripped my heart out versus the Knicks. This team just feels different. I think committing to being the space 3-point shooting team is going to open so many things up. Jared Allen has consistently been knocking down that nail jump shot. If he can continue to hit those, that allows Evan to be in the dunker spot where he's at his absolute best, where he can get mismatches, get lobs. Because I saw the Clippers tried to run zone a couple times, and we didn't get to see it. But one of the things the Cavs do best is Jared Allen at the high post or Evan at the free throw line throw lobs over the smaller defenders in the back end because the big has to step up on them. And since you have the size advantage, you can outleap them, especially both of those guys. They're freak athletes. But I mean, Paul George, rough game for him. He's one of my favorite players, but really rough game. I think Isaac did a tremendous job. Then Max Strus in timely defense, timely shots. George Niang with an absolute dime to an and one for Jared Allen to seal the game. Like, this team just has a little bit of everything. And I think one of the things that's different this year to me is that we can win in multiple ways. If we need to slow it down and win in the half court, fine. If we need to push the pace like we've been doing, we're dominant at it. We're dominant in transition right now. Having Isaac or Donovan or JA run the floor, quite frankly, anyone is just running the floor tremendously. And I know the Clippers are bad at transition defense. I actually want to pull up those stats. The Cavs had 17 fast break points. They had 14 going into halftime, so I guess they kind of slowed it down. But they were getting great shots in the half court too. And also holding a team like the Clippers, who just dropped 140 plus on the Celtics 2 nights ago, I think. Double check. But just dropped 100-something points, over 120 at least, to 108. We're the number one defense in the league over the last 20 games. This team has everything you could possibly want. And this win streak, I don't see coming to a halting stop. We just got one big win over Milwaukee, 2 if you count the 40-point blowout we had just a few days earlier in those 2 games. In this month, we started it off with an L at the Raptors by 3 points. That was after we didn't really know. It was just kind of pickup where we saw RJ Barrett and IQ play there for the first time. Then we got some really light games, but Wizards won by 39, Wizards by 24, Spurs by 2. They always play us weirdly tough, but we always end up winning. Then the Nets, Bulls, Bucks, Hawks. This is road trip, 4-game road trip. At Hawks, dub by 21. At Magic, dub by 27. At home at Bucks, lost by 10. Not great, but still, you don't expect to win 2 games in Milwaukee because Milwaukee's a hell of a team, barring all their defensive issues. Then you get a 12-point win at Milwaukee with everyone playing, and you were dominant the whole second half. Then you just got a huge win at home versus the Clippers, and we wrap up this month on Wednesday versus the Pistons. That has to be a win. So you look ahead just to the next month, and you have at Spurs, at home versus the Kings, who always do give us problems, but at Wizards, at Nets, at Raptors. Those all should seriously be wins. We could go on another 7+ game win streak here. This is something to build on. This is a game that as fans you got up for. This is a game that the players got up for, and they showed it. And that's what's really fucking sick about this team. And I'm excited because I don't think anyone wants to see the Cavs in the playoffs, and I'm so hyped to get there. I'm so excited for DG to be back, see how the offense looks with all of that to work around. I think Darius and Donovan being 50-50 on the ball is probably the best course of action, but we'll see how it looks. We'll make comments on it if we need, but Cavs fans, if you made it this far, thank you. I hope you're as hyped as I am because I am pumped the fuck up. Like, comment, subscribe. Check back next time after a big win, and I'll be right here. Peace.